In this video midterm presentation, I'm going to be describing how the superiority theory of humor is shown throughout the HBO Max series Our Flag Means Death, specifically following the two main characters, Stede Bonnet and Blackbeard. Before we dive into what scenes with Blackbeard and Stede properly show this theory in media, I'd like to explain what superiority theory is for those who need a refresher and which meaning applies more for the characters in this series. While superiority theory can be described as simply feeling a sense of winning and feeling pleasant through that, it shows its other meaning through multiple episodes of Our Flag Means Death. This meaning, as described in our textbook Understanding Humor Through Communication, involves laughter or pleasure being provoked through the misfortunes or naive actions done by others. In Season 1, Episode 1, called Pilot, we're introduced to a character named Stede Bonnet, which is basically a bookload of material for others to use as a joke in this series. Due to his more upper-class upbringing, the fact he had a family and kids prior to his piracy, and his inability to actually cause harm to others, causes him to become more of the butt of the joke as described in class. The following clip is an example of a time where Stede interacted with an old bully of his from when he was a kid, called Nigel, and how he uses superiority theory in his communication to Stede.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Baby Bonnet became a big bad pirate. But you were so fat and soft and weak.
I thought I was slender.
No. Now I recall you were a plumper. And you cried all the time and liked to pick flowers.
In this first clip, Nigel makes fun of Stede for his past, bringing up factors such as his weight, sensitivities, and hobbies to make a point as he mocks him. He finds the situation hilarious himself as he demeans Stede, finding it humorous that someone like him would even be capable of piracy. This shows superiority theory through Nigel's thought process, as the humor stems from the perception that Stede is unfit as a captain due to previous interactions. Specifically, that piracy is above him and that he is too soft to be capable of such. While in the show this is often seen through Stede Bonnet, Blackbeard also has superiority humor used against him as well in environments Stede is more used to due to their class differences. Season 1, Episode 5, called The Best Revenge is Dressing Well, perfectly shows this since it revolves around Blackbeard while outside of his usual social norms in a higher class setting. In this clip, Blackbeard was invited to join some aristocrats for dinner on a ship while Stede and him were aboard, after seemingly befriending them. While at the dinner, he ends up using the wrong utensil etiquette, and with his growing anxiety over the situation, it causes his mistakes to escalate.
You have any idea who I am? I will kill every last one of you.
How will you do that, Chef the accountant? By boring us to death?
Or maybe he'll remove our heads with these teaspoons or, escargot.
The first instance of superiority theory in this scene is with Antoinette, who makes a comment about boring them to death using his false accountant job as a way to make fun of him. This humor gives a sense of being above him or essentially winning at life due to how many of these people may have occupations that are seen as more higher class or may be in more higher standing in general. The second instance is when the joke is made making fun of his naive action of using the wrong utensils to eat a prawn. In the aristocratic setting, this action is seen as taboo, so they're both putting him down for his mistake while also making fun of him for even doing so. Both of these instances involve the other aristocrats laughing due to feeling above Blackbeard in the situation. In summary, Our Flag Means Death shows multiple instances of superiority theory due to the nature of multiple groups pitted against each other by law and status, as shown in the previous two clips.